In South Africa, we know that violence against women exists. We know that violence against women is wrong.
I know that every day in my country, mothers, daughters, sisters, wives and girlfriends are being abused. I know that this is wrong, but I am scared to act.
Neighbors and residents across the wall are complaining about the drumming noise.
It's such a noise. It's really, you can hear every single beat. Oh, I'm sorry, mate.
Hello? What's this?
When I keep silent and do nothing about violence against women in my community, I'm allowing it to happen and not being true to my beliefs.
Through our silence and inaction, we are allowing violence against women to continue. We all have a responsibility to speak out and take action.
In South Africa, we have a culture of inaction around women abuse. We don't know what to do about this challenge, and we think we need to do it alone.
The Prevention in Action movement rose from communities as a response to this situation of violence against women in South Africa.
The networks on violence against women in KwaZulu-Natal and the Western Cape, working together with public and civil society partners, mobilized to find a solution to the situation of inaction.
Through talking and sharing ideas, this group of activists drove the creation of a new social movement to address the need to create and sustain a new norm of action in South African communities. And so, the Prevention in Action movement was born.
The movement seeks to instill a new norm of action in response to violence against women.
I have a 4-year-old son, and we were watching TV one evening, and he saw the advert of a man crying, and he wanted to know why. So I said he was naughty and he hit his wife. So, Mommy, do I have a wife? So I said, no, you don't. 4-year-olds don't have a wife. So I explained to him that you don't hit females. So he wanted to know if they hit you first. I said, then we talk to them. You come to me, we'll talk to them. Even with his sisters, Mommy, please speak to whichever one is it, and we do that. He does sometimes get a bit angry with them. And he walked in one day on a very tense situation, which would have been very violent, my husband. And he looked at us, and you could see the fear in his eyes. So he held his father's hand and he says, Daddy, let's take the dog for a walk. My husband looked down at him and saw this in his eyes, and he just turned and he walked out with him. They went for a walk, a very long walk, and they came back and everything was fine.
We believe that appropriate actions in sufficient numbers at community level will lead to a tipping point where violence against women is addressed when it occurs and will decline over time.
We believe that this primary prevention will spill into the larger community and become the norm. It's not enough for action to take place in communities. Actions also need to be broadcast back into the communities they came from to inspire further action.
Community members are at the heart and soul of our movement.
The Prevention in Action movement places a spotlight on real people in real communities, which represent the kind of change we all want to see.
The movement inspires action, but also elevates everyday community heroes, inspiring even more community-generated solutions to social change. Now let's meet the Prevention in Action heroes.
The movement has a number of community partners.
Community engagers are trained facilitators from the community partners. These amazing individuals have the ability to create community mobilization by finding community influencers and putting together small group sessions.
Community influencers are trained by the community engagers. These energetic people are committed to ending violence against women and have a unique gift for diffusing messages and positive attitudes into their immediate spheres of influence.
Community influencers use their toolkits to recruit 5 to 10 people in their sphere of influence to join the movement by forming a prevention in action group. These committed groups take community-level action to intervene against violence against women.
A key part of the Prevention in Action movement strategy is to amplify actions taken and inspire members of the movement to adopt similar actions.
To create a social movement, people need to unite around a symbol, icon, or slogan that calls for change. In our case, we needed to unite social mobilization efforts around prevention action.
To do this, the movement harnesses the power of social media, DVD, PR, and print to create community heroes as role models who are taking action against violence against women in their communities.
Prevention in Action hands communities the megaphone to broadcast their actions against women abuse and inspire further action.
Ngoba besigqugquzela kakhulu uthando nokuthandana into esiyibona ngathi iyashoda manje emphakathini wethu.
Action is that because we need them to sit together and stay together nicely, not to be fighting every.
Njoba bebena lengxaki ayakhonza bebengafuni nenkonzo kodwa ngoba akwazi ukubambana ngesakhe.
But sezadibana noManzi wahlala nami phansi uManzi waqalela ukuba ayikho right unqande
ndathi ndilele endlini round about 11 kwafika utata ezondixelela into ba it's a good
Because we need them to get together and stay together nicely, not to be fighting.